Welcome to this session, kids. My name is Yogesh Kumar. In this session, we are going to talk about VirtualBox. We will be covering installation of VirtualBox on RHEL OS CentOS 7 machine, and we will be talking about creating a VM using CLI. So first of all, what is VirtualBox? VirtualBox is a general-purpose virtualizer for x86 hardware. It is targeted at server, desktop, and for embedded use. This product is being developed by Oracle Corporation at present. VirtualBox is similar to VMware and OpenStack. I've listed a couple of features here. VirtualBox is cross-platform capable. VM created on one host can easily run on other hosts using OBA format. VirtualBox supports remote folder sharing. It means from your base system you can share a folder to guest VM. VirtualBox also supports Snapshot. It means you can restore the VM to a state where snapshot was taken. For example, you're going to do some patching and your patching didn't work well and you want to roll back changes. So simply restore that particular snapshot which was taken before patching. VirtualBox is free and open source. VirtualBox also supports disk encryption when you install extension packs. It also supports USB 3.0 devices with extension pack. Another great feature, VirtualBox supports limiting network bandwidth for the guest VMs. What it means, you can limit the network capabilities of guest VM. For example, on your base VM or base machine where you install VirtualBox, let's say you got 10 gig NIC. To one VM you can allocate 1 gig NIC, to other you can allocate 200 MB, 500 MB, whatever you want. In that way you can limit the network capabilities of your guest VMs. This is my lab on which I'm going to demonstrate this whole session. I got one CentOS 7 machine which will be acting as my base machine where I will be installing VirtualBox, and that machine is hosted on VMware 12, and I have enabled hardware virtualization and my physical server, not physical, that's basically virtual, but again that's base machine. It got two NICs. One is for host only connectivity, one is for internet connectivity. And I'm going to install VirtualBox version 5.1. The prerequisite is just update your system. So all the packages are latest, and install GCC, make and kernel devel. It's not mandatory, but I would recommend if you can install X Windows or Genome Desktop, because with VirtualBox, if you got some issue, you are not able to sort it using CLI, you can always enable the graphical things and you can see what is happening. After that, take a clean reboot. So let's do this stuff on machine, then we will go to next steps. Let me bring up my putty session. This is my CentOS 7 machine. Let me quickly show you. Okay, this is CentOS 7.3. So first thing, let's run yum update. So all the packages are updated. This machine is connected to the internet. Okay, so my machine is already updated. No package marked for update. That's good. Next thing, we have to install prerequisite packages, which is GCC, make and kernel devel. I've already installed these, but I just want to show you. You see it is saying package is already installed and that is latest. Next thing which we have to do, that we have to make sure we have enabled hardware virtualization extensions. So if you see on this screen, this is my base machine setting, which is basically VMware. In processor, I have enabled, if you see this option is ticked, which is virtualize, Intel VT or AMD VRFN. In case you have physical machine, you can go to BIOS and enable the virtualization technology in the processor settings. So that's something I have already done on my machine. So next thing, X Windows system, that is already installed, and I'm not taking reboot of this machine because no package is installed. But in case you install these packages and some changes, just reboot your system. Okay, so let me bring next slide. So first of all, to install VirtualBox, one thing you can go with the repositories, but I will prefer you go to VirtualBox site and download the latest available version. You can download it. Once downloaded, you can transfer that particular RPM to your machine, and you can run yum local install that particular RPM, then run spin vbox config. Vbox config will install and configure the VirtualBox modules and start the VirtualBox service. After that, you can validate the installation using vbox manage dash dash version. Sorry, that's dash dash, I believe. By mistake, I haven't captured two dashes. So vbox manage is basically CLI provided by VirtualBox package. So let's do this stuff. To download RPM, you can go to VirtualBox site, simply write Google, open Google and write VirtualBox. After that, my machine is a Linux machine, so Linux distributions. After that, that machine is CentOS. Here, let me see where is CentOS. Okay, Red Hat or CentOS. My machine is 7, so this is a particular package which I have to install. Once I click here, it will start download. So I have already downloaded this package. It's around 75 MB size. I'm cancelling this download, so I can quickly jump to my machine and install that one. So yum local install and the package. You guys may be thinking why I'm not using RPM command. With yum, what is the benefit in case there is some dependency and packages are available over internet, so it will automatically download the dependency packages. Saying yes here. It may take a couple of minutes. So installation is still going. It will finish soon. Okay, so package is installed. You can see on my screen. So now let's run vbox config, which will load the modules and start the VirtualBox service. Okay, that looks good. So vbox manage version to see the version of this package. Okay, this is 5.1. It means our VirtualBox installation is successful. So next thing, let's create a VM, and where I can show you how you can create a VM using command line interface. Before jumping to step, I will take you through what are the things you have to do. First of all, I'm just setting the property of virtual machine folder to my custom path, because what happened by default, it will create a folder inside the user's home directory. If you're running the commands as root, so your root file system will be used to store the VM disk files or VM images that is going to be taking huge space. So that's recommendation. Just change the machine folder to some non-operating system partition or file system. After that, to create a VM, this is the step. And this step, what I'm doing, I'm simply creating a virtual disk with a particular size. Then I'm listing what particular operating system my VirtualBox software is supporting. So in that way, you can see what operating system you can install over your VirtualBox. Then I'm allocating CPUs and memory, and telling what is my first boot device. Boot 1 means first boot device. I'm saying DVD. And NIC 1 need to be bridged. If you are going to use NATed interface, say NAT here. And what is going to be your bridge adapter? I'm saying that it's 0. Cable connected on, which means a cable is connected. And which operating system type I'm going to install? I'm saying Red Hat underscore 64-bit, which is RHEL 6 or 7, which is 64-bit supported. Then I'm adding a controller. I'm installing or adding SATA controller. If you want to go with ID, you can simply replace SATA with ID. Then you can attach your virtual disk, which you created in previous steps, and iOS image, which is your operating system image, to your machine. Then you can start your machine. Dash dash type GUI mean it will run in graphical way, so you can finish your installation. Then if you want to get information about your VM, you can run vbox manage show VM info, then your VM name. Demo VM is the VM name for this demonstration purpose. If you want to take snapshot, simply VBox manage snapshot VM name, take snapshot name. And if you want to roll back or revert to that particular snapshot, VBox manage snapshot VM name, restore your snapshot name. If you want to power off VM, simply control VM name power off. And in case you want to decommission or delete the VM, unregister VM name dash delete. It's dash, not sure why it is not properly displaying. And also there are pre-built templates if you want to download a pre-configured VM. So simply go to Oracle Technology Network and download the VM you're looking for. So let me give you a demo of these steps. So first of all, I'm setting a machine folder to this particular path, which is non-operating system drive. It is done. Let me quickly show you. If you see this particular path, it is saying no such file or directory. Okay, I have just set it a folder, like this is going to be my machine folder, but I haven't created it. Let me create it first. Okay, now let me show you df-set. If you see, that's it. It is showing on root drive, which is something wrong. Let me fix it. Okay, let me fix the mount point quickly, because this mount point need to be VM store. By mistake, I have kept its app store. For that, let me mount it quickly. And VTCF this time. VM store. Yep, so let me create this directory now. Okay, now it's on separate disk, which is my requirement, so that part is done. Now let's create a VM. To create a VM, I'm going to use VBox manage create VM dash name is the VM name. This is the VM name. Register mean I'm going to register and create a VM. Okay, so if you see the message, demo VM is created and registered. This is the unique identifier of that particular VM, and this is the setting file. If you see, path is the custom path which I just created. Otherwise, it would be on root drive. So next thing, let's create a virtual disk. And let me quickly demonstrate how you can create. VBox manage create VDI file name. I'm selecting the path, this path, which is custom path. Demo VM is a VM name, so it's recommended for every VM create a separate folder, so you can easily identify which particular files belong to which particular VM. And this the file name. Size is 6000, which means 6 GB. If you see, file is created. Next thing, let's list the operating system types which this particular VirtualBox version can support. If you see, that's a long list, so let me pipe it to more. So if you see Windows 3.1, Windows 95, 98, we are not using these old versions, but still if you see all the Windows from older, like 15-year-old Windows to the present 2012, Windows 10, Linux, Red Hat, Open Solaris. So these are the operating systems supported. And in this demo, I'm going to use Red Hat 64, which is RHEL 64-bit version. So now let's allocate CPU and memory to the VM which we created in previous step. VM name is demo VM. Modify VM is the switch to modify or update the settings of VM. I'm saying this is the VM names. 1 CPU, 1 or 2 for, which means 1 GB memory. ACPEI is on. Boot 1, which is boot device, first boot device need to be DVD. NIC need to be bridged 1, and this is the bridge adapter. It's 0 of the base system. Cable connected mean cable will be connected. OS type is Red Hat 64. It gave error. Okay, it is saying command line option need an index. What it mean? let me show you command. Here if you see cable connected is on. So let's say on your system you got 2 NICs, you want to create 2 NICs. How you can differentiate, like cable connected need to be for first interface or second? In that case you have to basically give index. This is first interface, I'm saying cable connected 1. If you see this time command worked. So just make sure you are giving index number, because as I mentioned, on a single VirtualBox you may have being one or more than one interfaces. So next thing, let's quickly create a storage controller. So VBox manage storage CTL demo VM SATA controller dash add SATA. If you want to create ID, just replace SATA with ID. Okay, controller is created. Now let's attach the hard drive or the virtual disk which we created in previous step to the VM controller, and see, this is the way I'm saying storage attach VM name storage CTL this particular controller on port 0 and device 0. Type need to be HDD, which means hard drive, dash medium. What is the source? Basically this is the file which we created, which is 6 GB file. Okay, this command worked. Now let's attach the ISO image of CentOS. For that I'm going to quickly copy CentOS ISO from my base system to this particular location. I'm going to copy it under VM store. So I've started file copy in parallel on the other window. Here it is going, if you see it is getting copied. It may take some time because file is, I believe, more than 2 GB. So let me quickly show. Then we can, if you see this file is there now, let's partially copy it, but I can still use this particular file. So now let me quickly attach DVD to this particular VM which we created. Here storage attach again, VM name, controller, SATA controller, now port 1. Earlier for disk I used port 0, for DVD or ISO I am using port 1. Device 0, type DVD drive. Here I am saying that is going to be DVD drive. And medium, this is the part 2 ISO image. Okay, this is attached, that's good. So we have done the configuration. So let's verify how the configuration looks like. For that you can use show VM info and your VM name. Type it to more so we can see what information it is giving. Okay, it is giving error. It is saying could not find a registered machine name demo VM. Why it happened? Because I can see it is giving wrong name here. It believes something wrong with quotes. So let me get rid of quotes. I'm sure definitely something wrong with the quotes because I have copy pasted the text from my presentation. This time it should work. Yep, it's working. So this is the VM name. This is the guest OS type, UUID, what is the config file, what is going to be snapshot folder, what is going to be log folder for this particular VM, what is the hardware UUID. We allocated 1 GB, so it is showing 1 GB. And this is CPU, 1 CPU we allocated. Other settings are default, and boot device 1 is DVD and 3 is hard drive. By default we can make basically hard drive as second boot device or first. We can just use simply modify VM option. And these are the options, like what para virtualization provider. It is showing taking default, which is KVM, and these are the options. The controller which we added, what devices are attached to controller, our VDI file, and what are the other options we are using. So everything is here. What is status of memory ballooning, and what is the screen capture rate. All the settings are here. And here is the NIC card. If you see, this is a NIC 1 because we attached only one NIC, which is bridged interface, and this is the MAC ID. So all information you can get with show VM info command. So that's done. Okay, so now let's power on the VM, or you can say start the VM. So start VM, VM name, type GUI, which is graphical interface, and I'm running it in background. It is waiting for VM to power on now. because I got X11 on my machine. You can see demo VM running, and this is the state, because I made ISO image as first boot device, which was a RHEL 64. Basically I got CentOS 7 image, which is similar to Red Hat, and that 64-bit. It is asking if I want to install CentOS 7. I just pressed enter. So in that way now you can carry on with the complete installation of RHEL or CentOS 7. So from here you can follow the normal installation process, whatever settings you want to do for your guest operating system, and once that finish, your VM is ready. You can do whatever you want to do. Let's discuss next thing. In case you want to snapshot your VM, how you can do that. So simply VirtualBox manage snapshot VM name take, and here you can give any name. I am saying VM name before patching something. So it is complaining right now. Let's see what is the error. Again, same error. This copy pasting, sorry for that. Okay, looks good. If you see right now, it is taking snapshot. So that's a quick way to take snapshot. Okay, snapshot is taken. And if you remember a couple of minutes back, I told how you can see what is the snapshot destination. So that was snapshots directory here. If you see, these are the snapshots. If you want to restore a snapshot, again simply same command here. Instead of take, replace it with restore, so it will restore that snapshot. Right now it is giving error because can't delete the current state of running machine state running. So first we can stop this machine, and then we can restore the snapshot. That's an easy way. Because installation is going, I don't want to stop that installation to be going. So but that is the way to restore the snapshot. Just shut down your VM, then restore the snapshot. How you can delete a VM, or how you can power off a VM? So let's power off the VM now. So VirtualBox manage then control VM, then VM name, then power off, because we want to power off the VM. Okay, VM is down now. And if you want to delete this VM, to delete it, simply unregister VM, then at the end replace it with --delete. So VM is deleted. So that was a quick way how you can create a VM, how you can delete a VM, how you can take snapshot, how you can attach devices, how you can install operating system, how you can know what operating systems are supported, why that particular virtual machine version, or basically VirtualBox version. As I mentioned some time back, from Oracle Technology Network, you can download the pre-configured VMs. So these are pre-built developer VMs. For example, they are on Oracle Database 12c, MySQL, Oracle Web Center, Network Appliances, or Solaris, Oracle Linux. So multiple VMs are already there. For OpenStack, all the VMs are there. Whatever you want, you can download, and you can import those VMs. So that's all for this session. Friends, the sessions which I'm giving, these are only for beginners, for foundation. Definitely you can do a lot of things at advanced level, but I'm recording these videos only to make sure you know from where to start. What is VirtualBox, for example? So thanks for watching my videos. If you have any query, any suggestion, just post a comment on my YouTube channel. I will try to respond as soon as possible. Thank you. Bye-bye.